Mercy, look at y'all now.
It is time.
Maybe I must make some noise for I cannot tell you how much I love Philly. My grandfather lived in Philly, and his sister, what we call our cursing aunt, Aunt Vivian, lived in Philly, and my mother's a Pentecostal. And for those of you who know about the folks that go to church and Pentecostal about Jesus, and my mother's serious about Jesus, and we go to see Aunt Vivian, and she said, "How the fuck you doing, man?" And me and my brothers would laugh, because we knew that was upsetting Mommy. But Mommy couldn't say jack, because that was her father's sister. She was a beautiful woman. She liked to smoke her cigarettes and drink her cognac and curse you out. She was a real Philly sister. Unfortunately, she also died here in Philly. She got burnt up in one of those little cheap row houses, and she had a boyfriend 25 years younger than her. He jumped out the window, saved himself, wouldn't save my aunt. And me and my brothers damn near killed that man because he was out of order. But Philly brings me a lot of love because black folks, for the most part, feel good about themselves in Philly. Yeah. You don't feel good about yourself? Yeah!
You know, all day. That's a wonderful little story he just told you about his aunt being a Philly woman. I'm gonna do one better. In the 70s, I had 3 or 4 Philly women. Gangsters too, y'all some gangsters, boy. Just blow dry nigga. I'm supposed to be married till I got here.
Stop. We always like to give a little history, because for those of you who do not know about the last poets, it's okay. We were endorsed, ordained, and confirmed by the people. We never, ever tried to be Hollyweird or anything that was in that celebrity status. The people gave us our right to be. Anytime you do an album and sell 500,000 copies without any advertisement, no Twitter, no Facebook, no computer, no posters, no TV, just word of mouth, I think that speaks for itself. Yeah. So I feel very honored, and I want to thank your parents, your grandparents, and yourself for keeping us alive and well all of these years. The group was born May 19th, which everyone here should know is a holy day. That's the birthday of alright, some people are saying Al-Hajj, Malik, Shabazz, others are saying Malcolm, same person. 1968, May 19th, in a park in Harlem, a brother named David Nelson and I were part of the original group. He's responsible for a poem that was misused by a group called NWA, and the name of the poem was Die Nigga. Now, how much clearer can you be? Die nigga, so black folks can take over. Recognize it, but we don't say die nigga no more, at least I don't. Now, because I realize a nigga has become the major feature in the world, and we got Greek niggas, Polish niggas, European niggas, Chinese niggas, Puerto Rican, we got niggas of all kinds. So my message today is control your nigga. C-Y-N. Everybody got a nigga. Nigga ain't going nowhere. But please give David Nelson, who is now a black Hebrew, and His name is David Nelson. Give him a hand, please.
Another young man who was part of this infamous, this alleged brotherhood. He's alive and well in Amsterdam, Holland. He's a black Dutchman now. His name is Garland Kane. Give Garland Kane a wonderful hand.
Garland Kane. Many of you are probably familiar with his son. His son is named Khalil Kane, and he's an actor. You know, there are quite a few Puerto Ricans and Dominicans who recognize that they are African. If you know some, raise your hand. All right. Well, we had the pleasure of having a Puerto Ricano in our group. And he about a pretty nigga. And he was a tremendous brain power. He didn't have no poetry when he came, but he developed poetry because the boy can think. And he wrote some classic poems, and I'm always proud to mention his name because he knows that his folks came on the same ships that my folks came on. Felipe Luciano, give him a nice hand.
Another member of this coterie of intellectual, poetic people. He was the oldest of us all, and I'm very sorry to say the first one of us to leave this world for the next, and plus that, he was from Philly. His name was Suleiman El Hadi. Give Suleiman El Hadi a
You know, we get a lot of credit for being the foundation for hip hop. And yes, I've talked with Africa about it, and I've spoken with Cool Herc, and they've told me to my face and said, dude, the only thing that we had to listen to back then was you guys. Nobody else said anything that made any sense. But we couldn't do anything like what you guys did because y'all were political, but we wanted to take that concept and run with it. I said, brother, I appreciate that so much. But the brother who I really feel was the greatest influence in hip-hop from the last poets was a brother, I'm gonna tell you something, this brother rhymed every damn thing. Mind tied, you're behind, bonafide members of niggas was anonymous, never know which way you're going, picking up light for trick dicks and slant, oh my God, candy asses, tomorrow morning there'll be masses home for the late great black man, do you niggas understand? I mean, he was just a rhyming knucklehead. We walked down the street.
Automatic push button, remote control, synthetics, genetics, command your soul. Automatic push button, remote control, synthetics, genetics, command. See, you know, we were young boys back then, 20. Why were we? Where was all this stuff coming from us at that time? You know, we were just 20. We were so far ahead in our time, all of us had to go somewhere and get fucked up to catch up with ourselves. No, seriously, we went to jail. I got out there into that drug world, but you know, you got out there and what the fuck am I doing out here? Fucking with these Pakistanis and Nigerian motherfuckers, you know. One day I'm walking down the street, and my poem, Niggas Scared of Revolution, said, Umar, are you scared of revolution?
Hello? Got a question. All of you out there who write poetry, I would suggest that you read to yourself sometime. You may gain a lot of knowledge. Very important. Anyway, the brother who did all of his poems in rhyme, and if you spend any time with him, he'd rhyme the conversation. And he's alive and well. And he also happens to be one of the best acupuncturists on the planet. And his name is Jalal Mansour Nuruddin. Give him a hand.
The young man to my right, who was responsible for me coming all the way from Ohio to join the last. I didn't leave. The police chased me out there, motherfucker, for real. and they were there doing the poetry. So they told me, they were there. I ain't gonna tell the whole story. I ain't gonna tell the
Please don't do it. Don't do it.
I ain't gonna tell the whole story. But anyway, I was at this African Art Festival and I saw what they did on stage, and I told them at the time I was writing. So they said, when you get out of Akron or wherever you live, Cleveland, come up to New York City. So when I did get there, he was the only one left. Garland Kane left, David Nelson left, him and Elijah, the original Cougar player, was just left. So he got me hooked up in the Sikh dormitory at the Alamo Hotel. Sikh dormitory was for the minority students at City College who couldn't afford the tuition or to get into the dorm. So he said, okay, here's a young brother here from Ohio. We're gonna decide. We're gonna educate. I'm the only one who the people decided to put into the last poet. All of them knew each other. Garland Kane, Jalal, Dane, and David, they all knew each other. I don't know about from New York. I'm an Ohio player. I'm from Ohio. So, but he said, y'all are going to decide whether he become the last poet tonight. The people, the young students. So, but that time I had 3 poems. One was called Nigga Time, one was called Motherfucker. I can't remember the other one. So, I did, you know what I did? I did the MF poem, Huey just saw some motherfucker, Miles just saw some motherfucker, and, Malcolm just saw some motherfucker. So everybody said, oh boy, he's a little rough, he's a little rude, a little crawl, but put him in the group. We like his passion. So Doom said, okay, well, Mom, you're going to become a last poet, but you ain't never doing that motherfucking poem again. I have not did the poem in 43 years, ladies and gentlemen. But this young man is responsible also for some of the poems in the last poet's called Two Little Boys, When the Revolution Comes, Run Nigga, and Gas Man. Gas needs man, no experience necessary. Happy O'Doon on your roller, everybody.
The young man to my left, who did come up to New York City like Oliver Twist with an empty suitcase in the book of poetry. And we hit it off immediately because I also appreciated his passion, and his skills got ridiculously great. And it happened on a day when I told him we were getting ready to do the first album, and I said, man, all your shit is so short, you gotta write something that's got a little bit more breadth than one breath. I said, I got errands to do. Let's go to the park, sit on this rock. This rock is very important. And I'm sure you get inspiration. I said, you've been in Harlem for about 3 weeks. What have you learned? He said, I know niggas are scared of revolution. I said, write that shit down. And the rest is history. He wrote, related to what? Black dies, this is madness, and the red niggas are scared of revolution. Umar bin Hassan. Always had with us the heartbeat, and the heartbeat is from. It only makes sense that we would go back to the root, to the first communication device. But we had to go through a lot of different conga players to get to the one who knew how to speak the language of the drum. This is not a toy. This is a communication device. And you can't play that shit, stop it, get off. Learn how to play. The brother who we had on our first albums on the beginning, his name was Elijah. For those right, and he is a Yoruba priest of Shango. The brother we have now is Babatunde, and he is also a Yoruba priest of Shango. Please, one more time, for Babatunde. Let's rock this out. Man, it's so good to be here. Everybody say free! 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 Grow! Grow! Misery! Misery! Down! Down! True! True! Sad! Sad! Live! Live! Here! Here! Alright, now listen, y'all got 8 words that you're gonna use